Because of climate change? Yes, because the hots are getting hotter and the dries are getting drier and the wets are getting wetter. Because of climate change? Yes, because the hots are getting hotter and the dries are getting drier and the wets are getting wetter.
Let's start with the felonies. After the 2010 San Bruno gas pipeline explosion, PG&E was convicted of 5 felonies for willfully breaking federal gas pipeline safety laws and 1 count of obstruction for misleading federal investigators about the disaster. 8 people died in the San Bruno explosion. Fast forward to now, prosecutors are investigating PG&E for starting the 2018 Camp Fire and tell us they're considering charges as serious as 85 counts of manslaughter for the people killed in that disaster. We've been digging into the story since that fire burned 8 months ago. After it did, the federal judge overseeing PG&E's probation felt the need to point out that a corporation cannot go to prison. PG&E hasn't been a model federal offender. The judge ruled the company violated its probation earlier this year. While on that probation as a felon, PG&E donated $4 million to political causes and campaigns for office. That means 8 out of every 10 sitting state lawmakers took money from a convicted felon. And Newsom got $208,000 between his campaign and the spending group helping him to win office. So we had a simple question. Why is that okay? We asked the governor to sit and chat with us at a time and place of his choosing. He didn't accept. So we showed up to ask him today. Governor, why is it okay for you to take money from a felon?
And you know that the way you framed that is going to lead me to ask you to flesh
Your
that
office
out.
is aware of my question. I've tried to schedule time to talk with you about this.
I don't know what you're
PG&E was convicted of 6 federal felonies in 2016. After that, you took more than $200,000 to help get elected. How should people trust you to be running the show to come up with the solutions?
I wish you luck with whatever you're working on, but that's a strange question.
So. Well, I know it's a strange question. It's a strange time, but there's a convicted federal felon making campaign donations in this state to our duly elected leaders, including the speaker, who took almost $9 grand.
We're trying to focus on the
It's a serious question. You don't think people want an answer to that?
We are focusing very, very collaboratively on addressing the issue of not only one IOU that went bankrupt, but the prospects of 2 IOUs going bankrupt. The prospect that 2 in Southern California will have a downgrade in their bond rating.
Well aware of the issue. Is it okay for you to take the money from them with the felony conviction? They're still serving their sentence for crying out loud.
We have additional questions.
Yeah. Governor, I've got a policy question about the wild card.
You're not going to answer. You're not going to answer the question.
I don't know what more I can say that will.
You can say whether you agree it was okay to take money from a felon and will you give it back.
We have additional questions.
I
know you have additional questions. All right.
Policy questions about the wild card, though. But just 2 quick questions about the wild card, though, sir.
Governor, you seriously won't consider giving PG&E its money back? That's a serious question. We asked PG&E itself about the ethics of a convicted felon still serving a sentence spending money to influence our politics. PG&E didn't answer that question. It answered a different one, saying that it complies with the law for political donations. We already knew there wasn't a law against taking a felon's money for your campaign when we went asking. We wanted you to know that information. We also made it clear that we were asking what the company believes to be right, not what it thinks is legal. There's no law against politicians taking donations from felons. 98 of the 120 people you elected to write the state's laws at the Capitol took some of that money, so the odds of that changing don't look so good right now.